going on, everybody? You know who it is. Fucking long time no talk. Hope I can do this shit justice, I had a comment recently about to expand on some of the Palladian stuff I did in, I guess, a recent enough video. It was a YouTube video of my podcast that the commentator, the person who made the comment in question, was commenting on. I think I have a video of it as well, though, but it'll be right before that one, most likely, or around the same time. So I am currently working on it. I don't think that's what this video is going to be about today, though, so I'm sorry, bro, but I will make that video, because, yeah, the Palladians, the Seven Sisters, Anunnaki, all that shit, my jam. If that was a song, bud, it'd be my favorite song, okay? When it comes to any kind of history, mythology, or, prophecy, angels, trying to figure out our beginnings. When it comes to that shit, man, between Anunnaki and then the star system Pleiades, I guess, I think that's the correct way of pronouncing it, the Pleiades, but that might be more the NASA way. Pleiades. I read this book one time, how the Pleiadians saved my life, and about this guy who went with his mother, father, and his girlfriend up to Canada because the mother was dying, and apparently they could heal her up in the mountains of, I don't know if it was Alberta or BC. Anyways, they went up to the mountains of Canada somewhere, and they met the Pleiadians. And the whole book's about how the Pleiadians are in this battle with reptilians. So the Pleiadians are hiding in the mountains, and they're kind of like free-loving people. And all the people that were allowed to be around the Pleiadians, they live in harmony with them. Some of them are open sexually, but some of them aren't. Some of them are married. They have great power and all that. But anyways, it's a sick book. It's fiction, technically, but it's a sick book. Like, the fucking reptilians come in on fucking motorcycles and start shooting the fucking place up. But his mom ended up dying, and from an attack, not from cancer, like that. But anyways, it's a fascinating read. Every once in a while I go back and I just read it just because how fascinating it is. So, but all that aside, and I might draw on some stuff from that book, when I do that video, because it's kind of a nice interpretation of how Pleiadians could be living with us, among us right now. And a lot of us could be mostly Pleiadian, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not here to say that you're either Arcturian or Reptilian or Pleiadian. I'm not going to come here and say that shit, okay? But even just going back DNA and evolution and all that, there's part of the Darwinian interpretation that is right, because we do share DNA with a lot of creatures, but then there's the whole concept of how our DNA just evolved into what it is now to make the specific Homo sapien, or I don't know, I'm not really good with all these terms, but to make a specific makeup that most of us have today. And different cultures have different markers in their DNA that other cultures don't have. Like whatever my background is versus someone who is from Asia, there's going to be some differences there, but they all still have some commonalities. The point is, it's not a bad way to interpret whenever you start talking about different star systems and who made who and what the case is. Nonetheless, whether you want to call it aliens, whether you want to call it angels, whether you want to call it God, whether you want to call it, like the planets, the goddesses, however you want to characterize it, to me, I want to say it's the same, but let's just say it's similar, right? Anunnaki is those from heaven, those who came from heaven. So it's like angels, right? Now, the heaven doesn't necessarily mean it's that same place in the Bible that they speak about. Heaven being, where God resides and is created. To me, if you're going to use that description of heaven, it's more like a place where you go after you die. Something opens up, you leave your body through the DMT release, you live within that substance, because that's what happens when you dream, and whenever you die, you get a big release of DMT. People are dead on the table, though not brain dead yet, but they're dead on the table, and as long as it's before the 6 or 7 minute mark where the oxygen stops going to their brain, as long as before that, they can see everything going on in the room, yet their eyes aren't open. It's like they're in a fucking dream. But people have reported that, right? So they're living through that DMT release. It's as if they're in that state, and that's why people use stuff like that. I'm not promoting it. That's why people use chemicals like that to go to these altered places, let's say. Alter this place into that place. You can either see more, or it's all in your mind, it's all in the DMT release, whatever the case is. But to me, heaven is more somewhere like that, where you go when you pass on. And once again, being a magician, or a witch, our job, I think anyways, is to learn how to navigate while you're unconscious, meaning in your dreams, and meditation and stuff like that. Learning how to be able to use that concept, you be able to maneuver in that state where you're not conscious, adding some part of your consciousness to your otherwise unconscious state, and be able to navigate. And then this way, when you pass on, you have a better chance of being able to navigate where the fuck you want to go. I don't think it's just everything you did here on earth, if you're good or you're bad, it gets chose for you. It's like, no. We were given free will according to the Bible. I think that's got some truth to it. It's up to us to be able to learn to navigate through the afterworld. And if we can't, then it may not be scary, because you're going to be unconscious anyway. And if you never learn how to put your unconscious, add your consciousness to your unconscious, then you might not even know what's going on. Or it could be like a nightmare that you're stuck in forever until eventually you figure it out, or someone taps you out and you get reincarnated or something to that effect. That's my choice. But maybe you don't have to be reincarnated if you can navigate it. This is all speculation. This is my interpretation for the thing. And the work I've done in the dreams and the things, I don't want to say entities, but where I've had communications with my ex-family members that passed on, and other entities I didn't really know. And before anybody gets on a rant saying I'm talking to devils and demons, it's like, well, I'm not doing any of those suggestions. I'm just trying to practice how to navigate while I sleep. So if I have a dream, I used to be better at it. I'm kind of slipping away from it because I'm so fucking busy lately. But 6 or 7 times out of 10, I can take control of that dream. I always know I'm dreaming. I can't always control it. So, nonetheless. And that's a big enough step on its own. Every time you're dreaming, to know you're in a dream, so you no longer wake up like, oh, thank God that was just a dream. I've had that plenty of times. I almost always know I'm in a dream. So that's a huge step on its own. And if you're at that when you pass, if I'm right, you'll know you passed. You'll know you're done. And that's when you start having to fucking figure that shit out. At the very least, if you know you're dreaming, then it's easier to take control of it. If you don't know you're dreaming, then you're just going on your autopilot. Just doing whatever you're doing. Anyways, all that's to say is, I don't even know how I got onto that topic. Oh yeah, all that's to say is, for me, heaven is like a different dimension. Now, to say the Anunnaki are those from heaven, or angels, or Pleiades, same thing. The heavens, by a lot of our ancestors or whatever, was just from the sky, meaning anybody who came down from the sky somewhere. Okay, so a ship comes down, like whenever it's described that the sun was put up in the heavens and the moon was put up in the heavens, right? Well, where is that? Well, that's in space. It's above our atmosphere. It's outside of our little globe here. So that can also be considered the heaven, the cosmos, you know what I mean? So that's also the heavens. It's not the spiritual heaven where people go when they pass, and that's what, but that is what's above and below us is heaven. It's all around us. It's everywhere. It's space, right? Those big balls in the sky, who knows what they are? Like I said to an ant right now, I might look like I'm fucking barely moving. Kind of like the moon, right? You look at it at night, it's like it's not moving. Then you come out like 5 or 10 minutes later, and yeah, shift positions. So you have a tree or something beside the moon, well, you'll be able to judge how far it's moved in the last 5, 10 minutes, even an hour. You go an hour later, you're not going to be able to see it, depending on what's obstructed. So it is moving, but it's just so big that we can't fucking see it. Does that mean it's actually a goddess in the sky? Probably not. It's been personified as one, but that's one of the reasons I like that Guardians of the Galaxy, the second one or third one, where Kurt Russell plays Buddy's dad, Star-Lord, or I don't know, I forget his name. I forget the actor's name too. Great actor, but Christian boy too. But anyways, not that that means anything. But the fact that they made his father a planet, and that he can be a planet as well, is pretty cool. You can have the embodiment as a person, but you're also the fucking planet. know what I mean? That's a great concept. The point I'm trying to say is Anunnaki aliens, they come from the heavens, they come from the sky, okay? So I'm going to get into a lot of that stuff when I make that video in comparisons and explaining my take mostly on it and give you the research that I back it up, how to do it, and I'll find a few more cool stories to play on there to make people think and do their own thing. But today we're going to talk about fucking Revelation, end times, apocalypse. I'll specifically go through the Bible book, point out a lot of key fucking things. Because there's a lot of people talking, right? We got this Russia war going on, end times. We got some tornadoes, some high winds, some earthquakes. All this shit's happening. And that's what's all said in that book, right? But it's like, okay, so yeah, it's similar. So we could be doing that. Who knows, man? I'm not gonna say no. I don't fucking know. But during World War II, shit like that happened. During World War I, shit like that happened. During every big war we ever had, shit like that happened. After 9/11, a lot of people thought the same thing because, you know, people were going to Iraq for a war, and before that, Saddam Hussein was in Iran. Wherever the fuck he was from, there's always been wars. It's always going to keep being wars. So just to say, because what's going on between Russia and Ukraine right now, I think a world war, like World War I, World War II, would have been way more close to what Revelation was talking about versus what's going on now between Ukraine and Russia, which, you know, I don't know much about anymore because I haven't been following it. I find it too heartbreaking to see what may be happening and to find the truth in between those two and what's going on and leading this. You know, I think more people were caring about fucking Johnny Depp and fucking Amber Heard than people were caring about the war, which is sad. And I'm not gonna lie, I watched some of that shit too. But it's just sad, right? So, but yeah, so today I'm gonna play some shit about the Book of Revelation, some stories about it, some different opinions about it. People that think we're in the Revelation time, the apocalypse time, which apocalypse doesn't mean everything's gonna die. Anyways, I think I already went over that way back in the day whenever I used to listen to Ralph Smart, because that's one of the lines he likes to say a lot. Apocalypse just means the lifting of the veil or something. I think that's the line he uses, but I'm not sure if that's the exact so don't quote me on that. But yeah, we're going to go through some people's opinions about what today is going on and the comparison to Revelation and a bunch of other stuff like that. I'm going to play you some of the Book of Revelation, the less boring versions of it that I can. I'll do my best anyways. And yeah, it might be a long enough fucking video today, but I haven't talked in a while, so I'll be able to fucking just go fucking to town. But anyways, let's go to the let's run the intro and then fucking get into it.
I surveyed the land and I found a location, unloaded the lumber and pounded the stakes, and I blended the bones of the people who hated with blood and cement. Then I poured the foundation, I built the frame with all my guilt and shame, and then I chiseled my name and the date in the basement. I carved my initials and all of the boards and the beams that are needed for structural greatness. No record label, no distribution, no cosign, no publicist, no manager, no teammates, no money to make up my budget with, no groceries, no studio, no booking agent, no bucket list, no PR, no marketing, just fans. Man, we built this fucking house when my days end and it's vacant, and they bury me with that only key. My biggest fans gon' break in with a Ouija board and a box of chalk, draw a pentagram, hail Satan, try to bring me back from that wooden box y'all tried to fill my grave with. Then they'll sit on the roof with the rifles I hid in the fridge, and they'll shoot at the men on the ridge who are coming to undo the work that I did. Then they'll block off the highway that leads to the crib and put sensors on all of the boards on the bridge so they know when they're coming to empty the clip. Then they'll gut all the bodies and cut off the skin, then connect all the pieces with needles and pins and attach it to 10 feet of branches and twigs.
Alright, what the hell is going on? I'm pulling into a church right now, everybody. I'm done being ceremonial witchcraft. I'm getting the fuck out of the business. I'm converting to I think it's Protestant. I'm not sure this church. But anyways, no, it's a joke. Obviously not, man. I'm true to my religion. God, everybody knows that shit. I ain't never going back. Anyways, but nonetheless, I am at a freaking church right now. And it's a church that I'm doing a job for on the weekends. Okay? So this job is costing, I charge the customer $1,900. Okay, $1,900. Yeah, so my I make $30 an hour at my actual job where I work for a construction company. And every week when I get 40 hours a week, I make $9.42 a week. That's what I make a week. So I told this guy, I gave him a quote to do a little shed roof and another little roof that's kind of right up there where that wood is right there. I gotta do that little roof. and then I'm doing the shed. You can't see it behind me. I'll show you after. So I quoted the guy at what the price I just told you. I think it's 19. My wife's doing all that shit though. I'm gonna lie. So I had to get half up front so I can at least buy materials, you know, and pay for the price of gas to get down here and shit. Shit's wild these days. So that's what's going on. So I got the first. So I got a $950 check already, and now today I'm here ripping the roof, about to put the shingles on and do all that shit. And then after today I get another $950 check, which is what I make in a week. I'm gonna do in a day today. And why did this happen? Well, I don't know. I never thought about doing this. I guess I could have, but I make candles to say, hey, I need $1,000. Can I get a couple grand here? I make candles to have something consistently always coming in so that I can make more money to stay ahead of my debts and all that shit too as well. And then all of a sudden, my wife has the idea, like posting online, hey, who wants small roofs done? And everybody wants small roofs done, because I guess all the roofing companies are having trouble finding people right now. And so everybody with a small roof is on the sidelines because they're doing the bigger jobs and they're backed up and they don't have enough employees. So everything is kind of going to shit for them, right? So a job that would take them 3 days, let's say, if they're minus 2 employees, well, then maybe that takes 4 days or 5 days, right? So, and that pushes everything back. Let's say they're lined up for jobs every fucking week. They got different jobs, right? Well, then everything is pushed back. So everybody here is hurting to get their little roofs done. So my wife puts a post out for soffit, fascia, roofs, gutters, and some other, let's just say, carpentry work, like decks, fixing your deck up, fixing your fence up, all that kind of shit. And I got calls coming off the hook. I got another okay today for another job, a lot of money. Point I'm trying to get at is all this was introduced and initiated by the candle magic I was doing, okay? Yeah, I gotta work for the money, so it's not just free money coming in. But I am so much more motivated to do this than go to my 9 to 5. It's not 9 to 5. I work construction, so it's like a 7 to 7, right? Sun up, sun down. And then we bank hours. But normally on Friday we leave pretty early because, like, fuck that, man. We work hard all week, and then sometimes if I do 12-hour shifts all week, I don't even have to work Friday, and I already banked hours. The point is, it's more motivating when you know, fuck, I do this shit. The shit I do every day anyways, but I'm getting a G at the end of the day. I don't have to wait a week or 5 days for my paycheck. I'm getting a G when I'm done. And I already got a G before I even started. So that G before I started was like, I did a candle recently. My wife, we were behind on a car payment for my one car that's all fucked up. I'm paying for 2 cars right now. I can only drive one, right? I need to do magic to that car to magically fucking start running. Obviously that's a joke. But what I'm trying to say is, I asked for a G to get caught up. And then Tuesday, the G came in. This guy came through. It wasn't a G, it was $950, but pretty darn close to a G. But then I'm getting another $950, and I wouldn't be surprised if I get a third one, because a lot of times when I do $1,000, it's the reason. Like if I need $3,000, sometimes I put $3,000 down, but most of the time I put $1,000 because I get it times 3, times 3, times 3. And the beautiful thing was all this happened at the brand new moon. Best time to do magic, to start new projects, to start a new business, to start something new, try to create even just a new habit in your life. Okay. Start at the new moon, and that's when this started. I got the okay. The new moon was on Monday, and the check came in on Tuesday. But on Monday was when the guy said, "Hey, Corey's got the job. I'm just waiting for the financial guy for the church, the treasury, or for whatever his name is, to write the check out for him." I met him today. His name's Jack, very nice guy. And it might be here today. It might be here tomorrow. We didn't get it on the Monday, but the Monday was the new moon, and then Tuesday is when I got the check. That was last week. So, holy shit, magic works. I can't say it any more than that. You just gotta stick to it. Gotta keep doing it. You gotta believe in it. You gotta make it a habit in your fucking mind. You gotta make sure you fucking know it's real. Because if you always have those doubts, then what the fuck's that gonna do? You have to believe in what you're doing, right? You have to get rid of your old programming and all that shit. All the shit I focused on my earlier videos, you gotta fucking do. And if my shit's too fucked up for you to listen to, go watch the mystery school shit from Frater Xavier, from fucking Frater X. Like, he will tell you exactly what to do, and he'll even give you the book to follow, the same book that I do, the curriculum. But it's like, if I have to regurgitate everything that book says to teach everybody, like, that's a lot. I mean, that's kind of what ends up happening, but I pick and choose what I want to talk about when I get the ideas, you know what I mean? Anyways, point is, I gotta get to work right now so I can earn this fucking money for this guy. So I'm gonna go get to work, but yeah. And as soon as I can, I will put out a video about the Palladians, or I will put out a video about the revelation that I'm supposed to talk about. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to upload this for my absence and tell everybody I'm very sorry that I haven't been making videos. If anybody really likes my content, then I do apologize. I'm not even on Spreaker right now. I haven't re-upgraded my plan. Something went wrong with the card. We didn't have money on there at the time. Like, no lie, okay? No lie. I was doing money magic because we were having hard times. And now those hard times are gone. I got like 5 G's in the bank right now as I speak to you. I got 5 G's in the bank. Some people will be like, that's not much. Like, well, it's a lot for me. It's a lot for me. That's a lot for me. And that's not even in my savings. Like, we have a little bit of savings that we try not to touch. And then we have insurance money that collects stuff for the kids for when they go to college and all that shit. So I take care of all my shit, but we normally live paycheck to paycheck, but everybody's taken care of and everything's taken care of, right? Well, right now we're living paycheck to paycheck, let's say, but I got 5 G's in the bank plus a little bit of savings. So it's like things are fucking good right now. So, and you know, Lord knows there's a whole whack shitload of people I could be paying off with this money right now that I probably owe money to. My mom's first and foremost, like, she's helped me out so many times that she's just doesn't keep count. She says it's what a mother should do and blah, 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 blah. But it's like, no, maybe that's what a mother should do, but a son shouldn't be taking advantage of the mother. So at the same time, I should pay her back. So that's probably one of the things on the agenda. My wife's mother as well helped her out many times, and she's way more bold and has more of a, I forget how Peterson says it, but girls are more like this kind of personality and guys are more like this kind of personality. I'm more like a female personality where all that people walk all over me. Well, her mother is more like the male personality. So she'll be like, hey, Sandy, my wife will ask for money and she'll give it to her. But it's like, hey, where's that money? Where's my mom? She won't ask. She'll wait a month before she even drops a hint about it, you know? And it's bad because I'm the same as my mother. So I just kind of let it go. And anyways, long story short, I got money in the bank right now. It's all because of fucking magic. Magic works. I should get my speakership back online because there's a couple of videos I'm behind that I haven't uploaded to Spreaker yet. And yeah, so this video is just a video to say, hey man, I did some fucking candle magic. This shit fucking worked. I got the fucking money. I'm literally working at a goddamn church right now. A church. How ironic is that? The first fucking job I get is at a fucking church. Ceremonial witchcraft, bitch. If I told them that's my passion and my purpose, and what I like to talk about is talking about my spirituality that is devoid of anything that you guys believe in. He'd probably like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. No, I'll cancel that check. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get to work, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little brief update of why I haven't been uploading videos. The reason I haven't been uploading videos is because I'm busy trying to do 10 jobs and get caught up on bills, because life can be a bitch. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little brief intro, and buddy who commented and wants me to do shit about Palladians, that's coming. I'll try to make that my next fucking video for you. Fuck Revelation. I was going to sleep to some Revelation shit, and I just had these revelations about Revelation and how they worded it. So like they'll put demon shit in with the 7, but they'll also put the 7 in with God, for example, meaning the 7 spirits of God. They keep saying stuff like that in Revelation, the 7 spirits of God. And it's like, okay, that's the planets. Like, it's the planets. But then they had that for the demon side too, so it's easy to take it each way, right? But we always hear that anybody idolizing the planets is idolizing demons. But at the same time, it's okay, well, if the heavens are up there and the planets are up there and there's 7 main ones, then why would you assume those are the demons and not the things that the all created? And those are the 7 spirits of God, and combined together they make this other spirit that obviously is autonomous and does whatever it does. Anyways, point is, I was gonna make a big video about that, right? And I thought it would be fascinating, and I really wanted to, but just don't have the fucking time right now. I just don't have the time. As soon as I get caught up, man, I've got short shorts on. Shit, and she's pretty too. Fuck, that's trouble. Anyways, as soon as I have time, I'm going to make a video with the Palladians for the guy who made a comment, because he took the time to comment, asked me to talk about something, so I'm going to fucking facilitate that. I just don't know when, okay? So sorry, bro. But As soon as I can, I will. But then I will do the Revelation video unless something else pops to me first. Anyways, thank you. Appreciate all of you. Have a great fucking day.